What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and give this video a huge thumbs up. So I'm starting off with the Vitamin C Pixie priming oil, just to kind of add some hydration to the skin. I usually don't do brows on camera, but we are definitely going to go ahead and start off with brows. One of the new products that I picked up out of Target was this Arches and Halo brow wax. It also comes with their own little spoolie, which has like the spatula tip at the end. So I definitely wanted to give this a try and see how this works as far as laying my brows down. This does claim to have an 8-hour wear. So again, this was at Target for about $12, I believe. Now, another product that I did pick up was the Abh Brow Wiz. This is their Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. So I did pick this up during the Ulta sale that they have going on currently right now. So there are a few items that they release daily that have 50% off. So far, so good on the brow pencil. I didn't think it was going to work for me, but it ended up working just fine. My brows don't look too dark. So now going in with the Juvia's Place I Prime eye primer in the shade number 2. I do apologize, like my camera was not focusing on the product, but I am using this little buffer brush from Morphe. I will try to have the brush listed down below, but this is something that I like to use to blend out like my eye primer or even like the concealer under the eyes as well. All right, you guys, so I will try to point to every shade that I use in this eyeshadow palette. I wanted to go ahead and just play with the blues and the greens. I honestly was only able to use one of the blues. It is the lighter shade in this Culture palette. This is by Juvia's Place. This is one of the newer palettes that I have purchased. Looking at the new Natasha Denona, like their pastel palette, uh, you know, sometimes when I read the comments and the reviews, it kind of like it deters me from doing that, because it's like, you know, I don't want to spend so much money on something that isn't going to perform well enough. But I did go ahead and purchase the palettes from J.Cat Beauty. They do have some newer palettes that they just recently launched, so I did grab those. Sorry about that. I had to zoom in and I did not cut it. But you guys, like I said, I did an intro for this video, and it was like a really long 11-minute intro, and it was just pretty much me talking about some new products that I found and picked up. But when I looked back at that footage, girl, it was god awful. So I said, you know what, we're just gonna scrap it and we're gonna talk about what we picked up. So jumping into this eyeshadow look, though, the first shade that I am using is called Afro Beats. It is a very pretty, like, water blue type of color. I can't even describe it, but it is very pretty, very pigmented. As you can see, I did not use a lot of my eyeshadow base, and it still performed very well. So I really do like that color. Next, I am going to go in with the shade Taraba, I believe, and it is that lighter matte green shade. Here, I forgot to put my eye tape on, so I like to use the e.l.f. eye tapes, and I do cut them in half just to, you know, not be wasteful. But yeah, so I picked up some things from Target, Ulta, Moira Beauty. I think it's Moira Beauty or Mora Cosmetics. And then I also did go ahead and grab some things off of Koki. So with Moira Beauty, I grabbed some of they just released some new cream blushes, which I will show you guys those in the video today. They also have these ombre blushes, and I picked up 3 of the cream blushes, 3 ombre, and they also have a new primer. And now the primer is definitely giving me e.l.f. Putty Poreless primer, the original one. But we will definitely get into the texture of it and everything like that once I get to that part of the video. On Kokie Cosmetics, I did grab their matte poreless putty primer. So obviously, similar to the e.l.f. poreless putty matte version. And then I did pick up 3 of their ombre blushes as well. So I'll try to definitely use them throughout like my next few videos, so that way you guys can kind of see them, since you know I didn't have that footage for the beginning of this video. And then, did you guys know that Sigma is being sold at Target? I had no idea. So I have a Target that is close to me. I want to say maybe 10 minutes. That's the one that I typically shop at, but their beauty section is not as big. So I drove another 10 minutes away, and that Ulta had so much stuff. And when I saw their Sigma section, I was like, you have to be kidding me. So they have like Sigma brushes. And then I did go ahead and pick up the Sigma color switch, which is, it's just literally like this little pad that you can like rub your brush on to be able to lift some of the color off of it. That way you don't have to use so many different brushes with an eye look. But that thing has been in and out of stock on Sigma's website for so long. And then it's like, that's the only thing I wanted for Sigma, from Sigma, because I don't have Sigma money for them brushes, okay? I will stick with my Morphe brushes. But yeah, when I, would try to go order the color switch pad off of Sigma, they wanted almost $20 just for shipping. And the tool that I wanted is only $20. I'm like, I'm not about to pay double just for shipping. So I was really glad about finding that product in store. But yeah, so as you can see, we're just doing this green and blue look. Guys, you notice I got my nose pierced. I am such a baby. I am 30 years old, and I'll be 31 May 1st. But I am always nervous about stuff. I am always just like so scared, and people be like, girl, you had 3 kids, why are you like that? And I really cannot explain it. But that nose piercing, like, the dude lied to me. He's like, oh no, this is easier than a tattoo. I don't think it is. So my nose is definitely very much so sore. This makeup will not last long on my face today, because I did not, you'll notice like when I'm doing my makeup, I'm going around my nose because I don't want to hit it or get any makeup on it or anything like that. So, I probably, I'm going to do this makeup look, and that might be it for the rest of the week, depending on how I feel, because yeah, it's still sore. I just got it done yesterday. So, but I really love these colors together. That blue is very pretty on the eyes, and that shimmer shade that I did pop in the inner corner, I did go ahead and use I did go ahead and spray the brush actually. So now this is another new product I picked up. This is the Hard Candy Felt Tip Eyeliner in the shade Fudging Around. So this is supposed to be a true brown. I don't know why I thought this was going to show up over this green look. It is very pigmented. I did swatch this, and that was also in the beginning clip, but it's okay. But it is very pigmented, and I definitely see longevity in this eyeliner. But this was maybe $4.97 at Walmart. I picked it up because Juicy Jazz reviewed this in one of her recent videos of some things that she grabbed from Walmart. So highly recommend this felt tip eyeliner if those are, I know people have their different preferences with eyeliner, but this is definitely a good one. It was definitely a good true brown shade, but that is why it wasn't showing up much, and I was still trying to make it work. Okay, you guys. So for primer, we are going in with the NYX Plump It Right Back gripping primer. So this is something that I have not used or shown much attention to, since there are so many different gripping primers out there, but definitely want to use what I have in my collection. Now going in with this Kokie Cosmetics primer, I am going to use this on one side of the face. This is a matte like putty primer. So it is to me a little bit thicker than the e.l.f. matte putty primer. Um, it does kind of leave like a little white cast on the face, but I don't feel like it was too noticeable. Like once you blend it in and put your foundation and everything over top, it works out just fine. So I did go ahead and use that on one side of the face. On this next side, I am using the Moira Beauty Poreless Putty Primer. So this claims to be pore filling, blurring, matte, and give you a soft focus type of look. What I will say about the Mora one, it was very thin in texture compared to the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and also the Koki one. But we are definitely going to put these to the test and see how they wear. And I'll try to leave something in the comments or in the video at the end on, what side I felt got oily first or not. But I did go ahead and color correct with the LA Girl Peach color corrector. And then now for foundation, we are using the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this called? The Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is their newest foundation in the shade 8 Warm. So I did go ahead and mix a little bit of the LA Girl color pigment. So the blue one is to neutralize your foundation if it's too yellow or too warm. I won't say that this Charlotte Tilbury was too warm, but I definitely just wanted to use that LA Girl pigment and see how it works. But I think it did a really good job. Like I don't look too yellow, too golden. So these were on LA Girl products was on sale for like 30% off at Ulta for a while. So I picked this up for like $6.99. So like I said, it looks good. Everything blended well. I don't feel like it altered or changed how the foundation looks or the wear and finish of it. So highly recommend if you struggle with your foundations looking a little bit too yellow or warm. Definitely go check out those color pigments from LA Girl. The sponge that I'm using is that e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. This was a part of like their Black History release with Morphe that they did. So for cream bronzer, we are using the shade Abidjan. This is the Juvia's Place shade stick. Again, the shade is Abidjan. And I am just pretty much putting that obviously where I will apply my bronzer. You guys, so Moira Beauty did release some cream blushes. I picked up the bubblegum pink one is called I Miss You. The orange one, which is of course my favorite, is I Want You. And then the one that I used in today's video is called I Need You, which is more of a terracotta shade. So very, very pretty. um on camera it might look like it's a little orange as well, but it's not. It's definitely like a toasted color, if that makes sense. So that is what I chose to go with. Blends beautifully. I love it. For concealer today, we are going in with the Morphe Filter Effect Concealer. This is their newer concealer that launched this year. I have not used it much. I have not shown it much love, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and pull it out because it really is a good concealer. And there is there should be no question on what powder I'm using. It is definitely the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass setting powder in the shade Banana. All right, you guys. So for pressed powder, I did go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty like foundation powder in the shade 310. It definitely looks really light on camera, but it actually is a good tone. It didn't brighten up my complexion or anything like that. This is just something that I don't use or gravitate towards much. For the bronzer, this is actually the Sephora collection bronzer in the shade number 4. So it also is pulling up a little bit lighter on camera, but as you can see, this is very pigmented. Do not sleep on Sephora collection products. I'm telling you, like, they got some hidden gems in there for sure. So now for blush, I did go ahead and use the Mora Signature Ombre Blusher in the shade Soft Berry. As you can see, definitely pigmented. I end up having to go in and clean it up because I did put a little bit too much. Now for the eyeliner, this is also a new hard candy eyeliner. This claims to be 12-hour wear and smudge proof, but this is in the shade Wink Wink. So this is another color that Juicy Jazz mentioned that she purchased, so I did go ahead and grab that one as well. And then on my lower lash line, I am going to use just those same blue, like that light blue and the light green shades in the lower lash line. Also, I'm going to use my anti-gravity mascara. I believe that's what it's called, by Milani. All right, you guys. So for lip combo, we are going in with the MAC Cork Lip Liner. I personally am not a fan of this shade. Maybe I need a deeper one. I don't know. I just feel like there are so many other good drugstore lip liners, uh, that are cheaper and better. But for the liquid lipstick, I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Sugar Boo. And then in the center, I did go ahead and take the shade Cairo. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Now for lip gloss, I did use this one by Colored Rain. It is called Are We Clear? I am not a fan of it. It is not as glossy as I would have liked it to be. So that is today's lip combo. Now to set the face, we are going in with the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. Definitely shake this up very well. I really do like this spray. I feel like it does have some long-lasting effects for your makeup with this one. And that is it for today's look, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.